Yo, what's going on, guys? So Talandre is a week away from releasing, and there is a lot that we have been doing, a lot of we've been prepping, and a lot we've basically been getting ready for. But this is going to be basically the final. How are you guys going to basically get ahead or basically keep up with everything that's going on in Talandre? And that's going to be how you guys are going to be making money when Talandre releases. But before we get into that, I just want to remind you, we are doing that 1K sub giveaway. So if you guys find anything in this video interesting, helpful, or useful, please make sure to drop a sub. It is free and it absolutely helps the channel out, and we want to be able to give back to you guys. But let's jump straight into it. So the first way we are going to be making money, of course, is, I've said this so many times in previous videos, but if we come over to our storage, you guys see we are collecting these contract scrolls. And what we're going to be doing is we are going to be basically burning them down into tier 2 contracts. Now, as you guys know, when you do a contract, you get a bag, and the bag has a chance to have that open world dungeon loot in it. Well, I can tell you very much, this is going to be your main way running open world dungeons. You're going to get a ton of tier 2 loot. You're going to be able to sell it off either as a crate or a lithograph. This is going to be your main way. So if you guys have been stocking up, or if you guys haven't, make sure you guys at least try to stock up now. We got a week left. Try to get as many as you can. This is going to be basically your go-to to get Lucent when Talandre releases. On a similar note, your co-op dungeons, your tier 2s and your tier 3s are going to be getting tier 2 loot, I believe. Unless something changes, of course, then it might only be tier 3. However, this is also going to be a great way to make Lucent just by running these. So by the time this video is released, there's going to be a week or less than a week left. When you guys basically have expended what you can, start saving up. Give yourself like maybe a 3 or 4 day buffer, maybe we'll say 2 to 4 day buffer. Start stocking up on your tokens, even tier 1s. Who knows what they're gonna do with that. But these tokens up here, I'm gonna be running them until I believe the Monday will be my last day. So then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday I'll have tokens to be able to run the new dungeons coming out with the new gear, and this will allow you to make a ton of money. As you guys can see with tier 2, you guys have the different boss loot, and when they added this to tier 2, all these things, I mean, technically they were in the thousands, but they stayed in the hundreds of Lucents for a long time. Now imagine tier 2 gear is probably going to stay in the thousands for a while. Another way to make money, and a lot of people forget that they can do this, but there are certain materials that you can sell for Lucent, and by the time Talandre releases, these will definitely go up in price, all things considered, because they're used for a lot of different ways. Like talked about lithographs, some of these are used for lithographs, so you can sell them, but unless you don't want a lithograph, then you can just sell them this way, just straight out, and they will guarantee go up in price. But also another thing, the abyssal aggregate, they are going to be required for certain tier 2 chests, and you don't get a lot of them each week. You maybe get like, I don't know, like 6, 7, 8 per week, and it's going to become a high demand item. So either you can start saving up from them and sell them later, or save up for them, use them yourself to get the chest. But these materials are going to be a great way to make money. Also, on top of that, if you guys are like a fisher, or you like fishing and you like going out and like farming certain materials, food is a great way to go about it. And there's going to be new food coming out. So if you guys took my advice to save to level your cooking up, food will be a very high ticket item, especially since they're going to be the best versions of themselves. So make sure you guys at least start stocking up and try to level up your fishing as quickly as possible. So many of you guys know the contract coin merchant. We have the precious blessing pouches, and we have the precious epic weapon selection chest. Now we are going to be getting the tier 2 variants of these, but if you guys have been saving on your contract scrolls and even some contract tokens, like I just recently started saving my contract tokens just because I wanted to get a ton of extraction stones, like a ton of them. But I'm starting to save now to get a certain like precious pouches for tier 2, and then the precious epic weapon selection chest for tier 2. because there are going to be some good weapons in there. Like personally, my bow, the Arc of Lunar Radiancy, will be coming with the tier 2 weapon selection chest, but there's going to be a ton of other ones that you can 100% make money on, and they cost 3,000 tokens. So make sure you guys, number one, do your contract scrolls, do your open world dungeons, do your daily, contracts, and also try to get some of these tier 2s because it will make you a ton of money. And finally, the last way that I recommend, number one, even before Talandre, but also when Talandre releases, is try to craft gear out with great success, which, if you guys don't know, you come over to the auction house and we check, let's say, armor. These right here that you see that are like the actual armor that you can sell. You can do this for basically all the gear. All of these are great successes. Now, why is this important? Well, if we take a look at our lithograph book, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone right now and when the tier 2 gear releases. But say, not these, but say we were to scroll down and we wanted to craft, I don't know, let's say craft the Immortal Reckoning. I assume you can craft this one out. Well, what we can do is, number one, you can craft it out. If you don't get a great success, you get the trade on Lockstone. So this will allow you to, number one, save money and spend or use Lucent and spend other ways, because this is a saver, which allows you to do other things with other like armors or basically different gear. But also, if you don't get just a normal success, but you get a great success, you can then sell it for basically double, triple, quadruple the price, and then keep rinse and repeating this until you have like a ton of Lucent and your lithograph book stocked out. And mark my words, we are getting more to the lithograph book, so technically speaking, maybe not initially right away, maybe when the prices fall just a little bit, you guys might want to do this. But you can do the same thing for the tier 2 gear, like the Stormbringer crossbow. You can, I assume you can craft that. I don't think you can do the Malachars, but there's certain ones in here that you can craft out, like the gear. I recently got some to finish off some of these for the lithograph book, and I ended up selling them for like double, triple, quadruple the price. It was incredible. It was incredible and so worth it. So the last week you guys can be doing this, and then when tier 2 gear comes out, you can also be doing this to what's called flipping, and it will just absolutely change the game for you and making money. So hopefully this guide helped you out, and basically all the videos that I've been doing for the past few weeks now, basically the culmination of it is coming together. We are going to be in the final week of the prep, but we're to the point where you guys are going to be implementing all the things that you guys have been prepping and waiting so long for. But I'm excited for Talandre to see what's going to happen. And also, again, I do make my videos for casuals, and I know casuals aren't the biggest on prep and all that good stuff, but to make your guys' life easier, this is basically how I would be going about it. It will save you a lot on, number one, your pocket, but also your mental health. This way you don't have to grind out so much, all that good stuff. But this is the culmination of all the previous, basically since Talandre was announced, all the previous videos just coming together. Hopefully you guys found it useful. Hopefully you guys found it helpful, and make sure you guys make your voices heard by dropping a sub. We are doing that 1K sub giveaway. We are so close, so make sure you guys drop a sub. It is free and it helps the channel out so much, and we want to be able to give back to you guys. But other than that, that is all I have. So I hope each and every one of you guys has a wonderful, wonderful day, and as always, take care, and I'll talk to you guys later.